Don't go too close to him. Oh, you killed him. Okay. Oh, run. Can I have some health? Okay, I really need health, Tom. Thanks. I'll avenge you. I won't go down without a fight. I'll see you in heaven. Oh, how I love the pickups in this game. They make you feel like an absolute beast. Such a monster. Especially the flamethrower. I really still haven't decided on which I actually like more. The soldier pickup or the flamethrower. I call it the soldier pickup. Because you basically just run into battle and destroy everyone in your path. Although you can do the exact same thing with the flamethrower. And what I talked about in a previous video, if you guys have been keeping up with my channel, a while ago, I did release a video on Bad Company 2. I believe it was just called Flamethrower. So, yeah. And I was discussing in that my thoughts on the flamethrower in that game, as well as what I really hoped for in this game. Now, I didn't know about the pickup at the time. I thought it was just going to be something just in the game as an actual weapon that you could use. Although I'm really glad that they went this route with it, because I feel that then they can make the thing a little bit more powerful, because I was thinking about it, and if everyone was able to use a flamethrower, then they would obviously have to nerf it a little bit. It couldn't be as good as it is as the pickup, because if you had everyone running around with a flamethrower, then you wouldn't be able to increase the range on it, because it'd be way too overpowered. Everyone would just be running around with those. So I'm really glad that they went this route. And I must say, I am super satisfied with how far the reach is on this thing. You guys will see it a little bit later. I believe I killed somebody off a horse, and it's not a very accurate representation of how far it can reach, but I'd say that's far enough for my liking. Along with the reach, the actual fire cloud that this thing disperses in the enemy's face is enough to actually blind them, where they can actually lose track of where you are. So it can be really useful as well. So say if you were actually getting fired upon, and you just need to get cover, all you have to do is spray some fire at them, even if it's not in range, and it should give you a little bit more time to run to cover. I'd say one of the only downfalls to this guy is the fact that you can actually light yourself on fire, and you will do quite a bit of damage to yourself. So you gotta be really careful where you're actually throwing the fire and the flames. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I really do wish that they didn't choose this map for the beta. I really wish that they had went with the first map. I believe it's called St. Quentin Scar. I believe that sounds correct. Unfortunately, I didn't get to play in the alpha to test out that map, but from what I've seen from gameplay, it seemed to be a little bit more accurate to World War I. I mean, we're fighting in sand over here, but also, it seemed to be a pretty good combination between open and closed areas. And what I mean by that is, it seemed that the main majority of the fight was in the center, where the town was, so it was a little bit more town-focused, which is a little bit better for me because I'm more of an infantry person myself. I'll be honest, I don't really know where I was going with this, but I think I would have preferred that map, because it's a little bit smaller. I like smaller maps, where you get a lot of foliage and cover. But back to the flamethrower. I'm not sure why this doesn't have like a fuel counter or an overheat function. Actually, I'm not sure if it does have an overheat function. I've never actually had to spray it long enough to see for myself. So if somebody knows that, let me know in the comments. But what I was thinking, and if you guys haven't figured this out for yourself, well, I hope that you never had to figure this out for yourself, or be on the receiving end of this, but the flamethrower guy counters the soldier pickup completely. I love that clip. Roasted him right off the horse. Goes to show you the range on this thing. And that wasn't even the max distance. That was probably 3/4 of it, to be honest. Obviously at the max range you don't reach as much damage. The damage fall off is a little bit more, but they do end up burning for a little bit longer, which is nice. But what I was saying before about the soldier pickup, if you guys run into a flamethrower when you have the LMG pickup, do not fight him 1v1 head on. Do your best to go around a corner, get some distance, and then fight him, as you saw in the intro, because he will roast you in 2 seconds. That goes to show you how easy you can actually take them down if you just melee them from behind. It's so difficult to hear people when there's a lot going on. I knew I was getting shot from behind, but I thought that guy was a little bit off in the distance. So that's why I just left him. And I'm not sure if that was a flare or if I actually became blind momentarily, looking at too much fire my whole life, but that was extremely bright. It sucks. I really wish I could have showed you guys a little bit more footage of different parts of the map with the flamethrower, or even the LMG pickup for that matter. In my last video, I kind of had to stick to the town area because that's the only close encounters area that you have. If you go anywhere else, it's just a sniper's paradise on this map. And if you go anywhere near the spawn where that anti-tank gear pickup is, you'll get one shot by that thing. That thing is insane. I hope to show you guys some more footage of that later, probably in my next video, which I will go over probably my thoughts on the game overall, as it is in the beta, at least my experience in the beta, and some things that hopefully that they will change before the release. There will also be a lot more variety gameplay in that video, so if you guys are looking forward to maybe a little bit of sniping and some shotgun gameplay, which, spoiler alert, shotguns are amazing in this. If you guys never used them for yourself, the last day was actually a free unlock day, and they unlocked everything for the last day of the beta, which honestly made me start to change my thoughts about the beta or the game overall. But I'll explain that in the next video. Mainly it's just because since there was more weapons available and you didn't have to actually unlock them, so everyone had access to them, there was a lot more variety when it came to the counters that people were using. So tanks weren't running rampant, repairing themselves over and over because you actually had infantry to take them out. I also forgot to mention, that intro was just a saved file from Shadowplay, and Shadowplay has been really hating on me lately, and it's just, the quality of the recordings are just not that great. So it really only happens in this game. So I don't think I'm gonna use it anymore for this game, but I just thought I would mention if it looks a little bit blurry. Oh, and also, without getting too sidetracked, I think we should get back on point here. A little tip for when you're using the flamethrower, try not to get too close to people because you can set yourself on fire. And also, I've actually seen somebody use this against me. I don't think they meant to do it intentionally, it was just something that I actually picked up on when it happened. If you set somebody on fire and they run at you and melee you once, that puts them close enough to get to you, where they'll actually light you on fire with the flames that you put on them. So, you'd be like a barbecue sandwich, and you don't want that. Plus, they'll be meleeing in the face, and chances are that they will kill you. I forget how many hits it actually takes to bring you down to 0 health from just melee, but I guess it depends on the melee weapon that they're actually using. But if they are on you long enough, they will kill you. Here's a good representation of how far you can reach with it. That guy's nice and crispy. He's ready for his respawn, because you're not getting a revive in this game. That was another guy that I was very surprised I even reached him. He was quite a distance away, although I didn't get to burn him long enough, which is what I was talking about earlier with the damage fall off. Plus that other guy had to ruin the fun. He's getting shot at. But I must say, overall, you know what? I'm pretty satisfied with the game, especially the pickups. I'm really happy that they went the route that they did with the pickups, especially the flamethrower and how far it can reach. And the fact that you just can roast people from that distance is just beyond me. I don't know. Probably one of my favorite things in this game so far. Besides the flying, you know what? And I've mentioned this before, I am very much an infantry player. But I am super happy with what they've done with the flying. There's no lock-on, so it's just completely skill versus skill, which is good and bad because those crazy flyers that have those full-on setups with the... I know you guys are out there with the joysticks. I don't think you personally need it, but if that's all what you're about, then all the power to you. If I catch you in one of my games, I will be on the AA gun, and you will hate me, because I will never leave it. The AA guns is something that I do want to talk about, but that will have to be saved for the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a lot of gameplay of flamethrower, and it might have probably get boring after a little while, but I do love myself a nice flamethrower in game, and I had a lot of fun playing with it, so I figured I'd show you guys a couple of nice games. I'm very curious to your guys' thoughts on the pickups themselves. If you guys had a chance to use them, if you guys played the game during the open beta, then let me know. Do you guys think they're maybe a little bit too strong, or do you think they're pretty balanced? In my opinion, I think they're pretty balanced. I don't think that they need a nerf or a tweak at all. And that guy just roasted me with my own flamethrower. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.